Okay, so this is Cyberpunk 2077 with your basic RT cycle lighting preset on the RTX 5090. And we're getting about 600 watts just using DLAA standard configuration at 4K. I think I just saw 610 watts, 612 make that. Temperatures are climbing up to about 73 Celsius. And it is starting to get hot in here, and we're getting an average of about 51 frames per second. It looks pretty steady there. And this is again Cyberpunk 2077 with our undervolt applied, and we are getting about 100 watts lower in the power consumption, about 90 to 100 watts lower. And temperatures are now going back down to about 69 Celsius. I just saw 68 there, 67. And it's starting to feel a lot better in here. And we were able to keep the same frame rate, and just going over our settings, you can see here I just basically have the DLAA ray tracing ultra preset without path tracing. Alright, so now we have a way where we can accomplish this with just a few clicks. Today I'm going to show you how to undervolt and overclock your RTX 40 or 50 series card using NVUV. And this tool automates much of the trial and error process by stress testing your GPU and finding stable voltage and clock combinations. So the goal is simple. We want lower temperatures, lower power consumption, less fan noise, equal or better gaming performance. So by the end of this video, you'll have a stable profile saved directly into MSI Afterburner. Alright, so step one, you're going to want to download MSI Afterburner. And if you just Google search MSI Afterburner, the very first link should come up that points you to the official link for MSI Afterburner. The homepage is going to look like this, and you have two options to download, either the final or the beta, which is going to be on the right side. I recommend everyone downloading the latest beta just so you can have the latest features when it comes to voltage regulation and power steps. And step two, you're going to want to Google search again for NV-UV, and the very first link should come up with the official link to download. It is created by the creator named Christian P403-spec. So you just click on the GitHub link here, and then you're going to follow where it says download, click on releases, and then you'll be able to download NVUV with the links that are here on your screen. Alright, so just go to the folder wherever you have installed the NVUV files, click on nv-uv.exe, it's going to ask you to confirm, and then you will be on this screen coming up here. So now we have it loaded. So basically it's going to show you your voltage profile, what you would see if you clicked on the curve scanner on MSI Afterburner. And very simple, you have this right side of the screen here, you have a couple of different dials that you can set. I would recommend just leaving everything as it is. Then what you want to do is click on voltage step scanner, which is going to be in gray right here where my mouse pointer is. So we're going to click on that, and then we're going to enter a target voltage of where you want to lock your card at. So for the 5090 in this example, you can choose between 895, anywhere up to maybe say 950, 975, whatever suits your fancy. You can experiment with all different types of millivolt levels. For this example, I'm going to be choosing 9.4. I'm actually going to choose 950. So leave it there. And then when you go down here, it's going to have scan settings. Your frequency step is going to be the amount of megahertz is going to keep overclocking until it finds a stable point. So right there it's at 50. I like to do 25 just so I can have, more fine tuning, but you can just leave it at 50. Where it says duration, you can select 2 minutes if you want more long-term testing. And then coming down here, you're going to want to basically just hit start scan. It's going to show this little pop-up here. Do it at your own risk, but from my testing, there's never been any risk to using this. So you're going to see this screen here, and it's going to basically just continue to run a ray traced step and the test on your GPU in order to find the most stable outcome. Now, what's going to happen is your screen is going to crash and black out. So that is a normal part of the process, because you do need to basically find out what is the most stable frequency and voltage limit right before you get to a driver crash. So I don't know if that's gonna be on this recording here, but I'm just going to fast forward to the end result to save time. Okay, so now once that's done, it's going to show this screen here with a recommended megahertz limit on the millivolt lock that you requested. You can either continue to optimize it from here by going up and down, or you can select keep going until the driver limit or crash. If you want to find the most stable results for your GPU, you want to keep going, and then what the application is going to do is it's going to keep running tests until you basically get to a crash. It's also going to test the maximum voltage limit on the card, so you will hear your fans ramp up while it's doing this test. Alright, so we selected to keep going, so what it's going to do is it's going to keep running tests until it finds a hard crash. Okay, and now all the testing is complete, and as you can see, we were able to find a stable undervolt and overclock at 2952 megahertz at 0.950 millivolts, and this was a 7-minute test. And then once that's all done, you simply just select a slot to apply it to MSI Afterburner. We're going to select slot 2, and then the next time you load up MSI Afterburner, it's going to be selecting number 2, and then you just hit apply, and it's going to apply the curve that you tested. And now you can simply overclock your VRAM to say maybe 2000 megahertz. That's pretty simple, pretty stable for everyone. And then you can hit save and save it under number 2 once again, or whichever slot that you have selected as your save slot in MSI Afterburner. And that's pretty much it. I have been testing this application for the past month or so. I have never ran into any issues, and it does get very good, very close to the edge of stability when it comes to testing a game. You can always test it yourself in a game like Cyberpunk or maybe Black Myth Wukong, something that's going to stress the GPU, also the RT cores and also the tensor cores, just to make sure everything is running in tip-top shape. Hope you guys got some value out of this content. Links will be in the description for both programs, and I will see y'all on the next one.